Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. We're taking a look here at THORChain, which is Rune coin, kind of just seeing what's going on with the big picture, and it's definitely doing very well. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some Fibonacci retracement levels and just kind of see kind of where we're at in the big picture here with the daily closes and previous time frames. So if you're new to the channel, just know I love to teach people to trade, and I do hope you can learn something here today. If you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. If you want to use a no VPN, no KYC required exchange that is extremely reliable, my new favorite, with nice healthy deposit rewards, use Bitunix, link down below. Make sure you use my link so you can qualify for these benefits and future trading competitions. But yeah, just fantastic exchange. They have trailing stop losses and some really, really good features that no other exchange uses, so I'm super happy to recommend them. But what I want to talk about here with Rune is a couple things, because when we last left off, money flow was still very high, and it was starting to come down, but generally speaking, we're starting to see that sweep up. In other words, it has recovered quite significantly with an extra amount of volume coming into the coin. So as the RSI is extremely high, and it seems crazy to buy the top, this is one of those situations where the price will likely continue higher because the money is flowing in. Okay? So again, you take a look at the volume, you can see extremely large amount of volume, a lot of bullish volume here, staying right above that or meeting that volume moving average. That's a 20-day SMA on the volume. You can also see here, there's a lot of volume in previous time frames. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit and kind of note where the most amount of volume is currently. Obviously, it's right there at about $3.35. Secondary to that, we have that most recent resistance, 0.618 Fibonacci at $4 even. That is essentially where we see the most amount of volume in the last 3 trading days. Okay, so we'll talk about that in just a minute here. In fact, it'll be a lot easier to identify in the 4-hour time frame anyways, just because it's a little less compressed. But if we look at this volume here, obviously we got a strong amount of volume support down here. We had a candle wick down here that continued further up. That was actually interesting to watch. I was watching that while that had happened, and I think I'd sent out a tweet on social media just letting people know, hey, this looks like it's ready, because when you see a candle go that far down and close at the same exact point at which it opened, it shows there's a lot of buying pressure. Okay, but that said, though, if we look at stochastic RSI on the 4-hour, we start to see somewhat of a divergence, of course. And this is normal when you start to see 3 or 4 divergences on the stochastic RSI, okay? So while it is awesome that the price is doing very well at this price point, we could see a bit of a pullback as long as with the stochastic kind of indicating that, right? Now, if we do have the volume continue, which we're about 2.5 hours left in this candlestick with periods of volume is kind of dissipating, then we're probably going to see the price pull back a little bit. So my speculation is we might see this 0.236 level initially tested. Secondary to that, just know that there are options here for the price action to pull back to these other Fibonacci levels here. So again, take a look. Let's go ahead and remove this here just to make it easy. 0.382, 0.5, 0.618 are the key Fibonacci retracement levels. Now let me just go ahead and pull this up here again and actually make sure that we take a look, because I think 0.236 is a very important level to pay attention to. But this 0.382 is absolutely something we want to make sure we understand. Okay, let's make sure that 618 is on there too. So as you can kind of see, those are the 3 levels if the price were to pull back. I would say $4 is a worst case scenario, because that's, again, the most recent high, and it would utilize itself as a support. Okay, so again, volume support makes a big difference. We got a ton of volume there at about $4 even. So I would love to get it at the 4 to 450 range. So I'm just going to set an alert. This may never happen, but if the price comes down to that level, I'll reevaluate and consider a long position there for my community at that point. Speaking of community, congrats to our community members for some phenomenal results here. We got an OMG trade 42%, 105 from Algorand, Reef 66%, and Solana 110%. The list kind of goes on here. The last 24 to 48 hours have been phenomenal. So again, keep up the good work. Happy that's all working out well for you guys. Thanks again for the excellent feedback. Last thing we want to kind of maybe look at would be just say liquidity and fair value on the 4-hour. So this is another reason why we could see these lower levels tested. Again, liquidity sweeps are common. We constantly see them. And with this level kind of shooting down here, create a lower level of liquidity. So the price does come down. Wouldn't be surprised we see something along these lines too, just an aggressive candle wick down before the next leg up. Okay, so just be aware, maybe setting a crazy egregious limit order at like 325, 350 might actually get filled. Okay, not 100% guarantee. These don't always get filled, but statistically, they're more probable to do so. We got a lot of sell-side liquidity down here. Okay, there's also a fair value gap between just say $4 and $4.25. Other than that, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the moving averages. We are ascending positively. Again, until we break below these moving averages, we have to assume they're going to continue. Okay. So again, the trend is your friend. When you align yourself with a 20-day SMA, that's a fantastic sign. So in truth, there's nothing bearish about this sign or this coin, except for the fact that it's a little bit overextended, and it could very well pull back because of it. But again, money flow index is still pretty strong. So as long as the money stays in this coin, we should be in pretty good shape. Last thing to pay attention to would just be the Ichimoku cloud, kind of see where we're at here. This is giving us green lights to leave your long position open. There's really no reason to trade into this because we have good momentum. Lagging span is free and clear, at least for the next 12 hours. And we're above the cloud here. So as long as we can consolidate and continue to stay above 488, we'll probably see this coin continue higher. If the price goes sideways like this and starts working its way down, we'll have a different conversation then, because the price action may actually continue lower at that point because of the fact that we have broken through those support levels. All right, but for right now, we're looking pretty darn good. So all in all, that is where we're at here. I'm going to go ahead and post our playout chart here on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I'll post that here in just a moment so you can kind of see all this here, but generally speaking, we're in very, very good shape. I wouldn't be too concerned with the pullback because it should be able to leg up as long as we stay above this $4 mark. Okay. Price below $4, I'd be a little concerned, but at that point, we're probably likely at a $35, $34, maybe even $30,000 range for Bitcoin. And that would be understandable for these coins to pull back if that happens. Just be mindful of that. All right, jump on over to our newest exchange. Be sure to check it out. Love to get to know you better. If you want to jump on over to our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, look forward to working with you. We have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.